Good morning from Walibi Belgium. Looks quite busy, but hopefully we'll get lots of rides in. Now, I'm currently on 97 credits, so Konda's going to be number 100. Going to head to Vampire first and hopefully get that out of the way with just a 10-minute wait or so. Vampire is on a 40-minute wait time, so I don't want to go on the Woody instead. Let's get that out of the way. And of course, I've got the GoPro with me today, so all goes to plan, I'll be able to get on-ride POVs of all the coasters here. Yeah, wooden coaster, I heard it's quite rough, and it's going to be RMC'd soon. So, yeah, it's hard to at least get the credit, but we'll see how bad it really is. Almost time for my first ride of the day on Loop Garou. And of course, we're getting a POV for you. Although, we'll see how good it is. I've heard it's quite a rough ride. Here we go on Loop Garou. Look at this Woody. It's like to try to become a wooden coaster, but probably the only one I'll ever be able to get on.
So I just want to say as I'm going down the first drop here that I did not touch my camera at all during the ride. As you can see, it was so rough, it jammed it upwards, which is really bizarre. I've never had a coaster do that.
Well, that was not fun at all, but honestly, not as bad as I was expecting, but yeah, one and done. Nice airtime, we'll see how good of an RMC it makes. So, the mine train has gone on a 10-minute wait, so I'll get that out of the way. That's going to be credit 99, so that makes Kondaa ready to be number 100, which I'm very excited about. I don't know if you can see it back there. There's the drop tower, might do it later, it's on a short enough queue. You can just see the very top of Kondaa off in the distance. Yeah, next up, Calamity Mine. The park's got some pretty good theming in some of the areas. Not really around Vampire or Loop Garou, but here it's a really nice western town. Anyway, time for Calamity Mine. 15-minute wait, I'll take that. And you get a fantastic view of Kondaa from back here. You can see going through the airtime hill, look at that. Snag the very back row, which should give me some decent airtime. Some really nice theming on here. That's a lot of fun. Can't wait for the second half. As well. Great view from here. Okay, lift on number 2. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa! It gets really interesting. Just on my way to Kondaa now, passing Tiki Waka and also Megalodon. Both of them look really nice, but Tiki Waka's got a massive line, so I'm hopefully gonna single rider it later because it looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, next up is Kondaa. Here we go towards Kondaa. Look at this, well, theming, I love it. I love the entrance, that's awesome. Anyway, Kondaa is next. Down the single rider line I go. Hopefully it's not too long of a wait. So yeah, look at this, looks amazing. Somehow in single rider I snagged the back roller, so definitely.
Unfortunately I used the wrong setting on my GoPro when recording my POV, so it's not really a POV and more of here's a Kondaa restraint whilst you hear a bunch of people screaming going around the ride. So unfortunately no POV.
My number 100, Kondaa. What a ride. The airtime on that is incredible, and of course I've got the back row. Unfortunately, it is running one train, so I don't know if we're able to get any more rides on this today because really the queue's going to be really long. It's nearly an hour right now for the regular queue, and the single rider was pretty long just before I went on. But yeah, what a ride that is. Still processing it. Hopefully I'll be able to get another one later. So next up, I'm going to go on Tiki Waka, if I can find the single rider line. It's currently saying main queue 50 minutes. I don't really want to wait that long. Yeah, it's just like quite a fun coaster. Let's go for a ride. Here we go. So Tiki Waka, really fun family coaster. Definitely had a little bit of a rattle going around there. Anyway, next up I want to do either Turbine or Megalodon. Megalodon of course being the new coaster here, really looking forward for that. So I believe this whole area is new and it looks really well themed, especially look at Turbine, that looks awesome. You can see where the loop is as well. Can't wait for that, but first up it's Megalodon, and I really hope that they have single rider line, which it looks like they do. Also, what a logo they've got for this ride, it's awesome. 40-minute regular wait, I think, yes, there's a single rider line. We're in the station for Megalodon, not quite sure exactly how you say it, but yeah, love all the theming up here. Took the posters for obvious reasons. But yeah, it's currently down with us, they are about to send a test train, so hopefully they'll be back up again soon. So Megalodon, that was really fun, one of the best family coasters I've ever been on really, maybe except for Gold Rush. Yeah, really enjoyed that. Here we go, Turbine. This looks really fun, haven't done one of these before. 25 minutes, let's go. Somehow got a front row ride, which is going to be really fun. I think it's on its way now. Oh. intense. Love a good Schwarzkopf. So, Turbine, really fun coaster there. A lot more intense than I thought. That loop going backwards in the front row was, I feel like it could have gone forever. Anyway, next up is the family coaster. So, yeah, this is just regular family coaster, but +1 to +1. Just see Pulsar over there, gonna single rider it when I get around there. Let's watch the splash. It looks really fun. Wow, that's a massive splash. Just had a really fun ride on Fun Pilot. I mean, it's using the name, it's a fun ride, isn't it? Yeah, really enjoyed that nice little family coaster. And yeah, got row 7. Actually coming off the lift for there was pretty nice airtime. Anyway, next up I want to go and do Popcorn Revenge, which is a dark ride I've been told I must do whilst I'm here. Love the theming of this land. Anyway, I think this is the entrance to Popcorn Revenge. Interesting ride name. Let's give it a go. Well, that was not really what I expected, but it was a lot of fun. Got a score of 269,000, if that means anything. Anyway, next up is my first ever Vekoma Boom ride. Somehow I'm over 100 credits and I haven't done one of these yet. So here we go on Cobra. Okay.
Waarom werd dat zo traag, man? Stop door! Ja. Ik ga door.
Now we go on
Ja,
backwards.
stop!
Wow, that's really intense. Oh, it's intense and painful. That was awful. One of the most painful rides I've ever done. Being in front of it was cool. It was very intense, but yeah, only gonna do these for the credit nowadays. They're just not fun at all. Anyway, next up is an SLC, which is probably gonna be even worse. Back here, obviously I started down here inside the, it's a 40-minute wait. Yes, now only 20 minutes, which is much better considering this is supposed to be a very terrible ride. My first ever SLC. Let's see how painful these really are. Standing down here, this thing is like really big, much bigger than I thought it actually was. This is going to be an interesting ride. I've never done one of these before. I've also heard this is one of the worst ones. So we'll see just how bad it really is. Well, that was awful. I think my GoPro was telling me that I shouldn't go on it when it refused to record the POV. Yeah, I did not enjoy that at all. Especially the bottom of the first drop, it was so rough. Anyway, next I'm going to do Pulsar, which will be the last credit I need to get today. And then I'll do a couple of other smaller rides that look really cool, including the Intamin Drop Tower. So here we go on Pulsar. There is a single rider line. Hopefully that isn't too long of a wait. Here we go. Didn't actually get that soaked as well. So Pulsar was pretty fun, didn't really get wet at all. Now I'm going to go on the Intamin Drop Tower down from Terra, which you can see just there. Looks amazing, can't wait. The keyboard says 15 minutes, but I reckon it's probably walk on. It's a very short queue there anyway, only 5 minutes. Here we go on down from Terra. You get a really good view of Kondaa from up there. It's fantastic view from up here. Just come off of Dalton Tower, this massive instant drop tower. Probably got the worst side from the other side to be able to see the park, but I do get a great view of Kondaa over here. Anyway, next up I'm going to go into a dark ride called Challenge of Tutankhamun, which I think is supposed to be pretty good. And I'm just going to lap Kondaa until it shuts pretty much. So, Challenge of Tutankhamun. I thought it was actually a pretty nice little dark ride. Unfortunately my blaster was 2/3 covered, so I did really badly. Because every time I aimed at a target, I'd hit just below it instead of the actual target itself. Yeah, there was some nice effects. There was a fire effect at some point. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. Anyway, gonna go and do some more rides on Kondaa now. Front row Kondaa is awesome. I'm just going to marathon single rider on this now because it's easily the best ride there. So an 8-ride marathon on Kondaa there to end the day. What a ride that is. Really nice theming here. Yeah, it would have been 10, but I'm not quite sure what their policy is with the ride closing here. Apparently they shut it to, they stop operating at 7, which is very bizarre, which I think is a bit annoying. Otherwise I would have been able to get a 10th ride on it, which would have been really cool. But yeah, not complaining with 9 rides, and my final ride was on the very back row, which can't complain about it. Definitely was running a lot better at the end of the day. Yeah, what a ride. It's either 3 or 4, and cannot decide whether it goes above Hyperion or not. That's going to be a tough decision for future me to work out. So just down here by the park lake. Yeah, what a day this is. You can see a lot of coasters from back here. You just see the boomerang there. Absolutely loved it from start to finish, except for waiting in a really massive line for an SLC. But I mean, yeah, this is a lovely park. Really enjoyed my visit here. And Kondaa is definitely in my top 5, but I'm not quite sure where yet. Just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more vlogs, make sure to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.